Welcome back to GMag. Before the break, we asked you which Giant holds the single-season franchise record for most game-winning RBIs. The correct answer is Jack the Ripper Clark, who drove in 21 game-winning runs in 1982. What's even more impressive is the Giants only won 87 games that year, meaning that Clark accounted for nearly a quarter of the team's wins. After playing in 7 big league seasons, primarily with the Yankees, Heath Muelens appears to have found a home with the San Francisco Giants. Now in his 3rd season as the Giants hitting coach, Bam Bam, as he is commonly known, received a very distinguished honor in his home country of Curacao. Scott Reese has the story.
When you've already got a nickname like Bam Bam, a title seems unnecessary. But this one packs quite a punch.
Sir Heath Muelens
Conferred the status of Ridder in de Orde van Orange-Nassau from Beatrix, Queen of the Netherlands. Translation:
I've been knighted.
So it was decreed on Queen's Day, April 30th. You might have noticed the big to-do in Golden Gate Park with the really big windmill.
2 things were celebrated once, me being knighted and the Queen's Day.
Muelens hails from the Dutch Caribbean island of Curacao. Not exactly a traditional baseball hotbed, though it's gaining steam, with big leaguers like Andrew Jones and Kenley Jansen representing.
Little by little, Curacao has been mentioned more in terms of international baseball.
And a group called the Baseballs did play a Queen's Day concert in 2010. So there's that. Bam Bam has always been one of the more laid-back guys inside the Giants clubhouse, affable, approachable, but there is some concern that this newfound status might be going to his head.
What do you want, Sir Hensley, Sir Bam Bam, Sir Muelens? What should we call you? I said it doesn't matter as long as there's a sir in front of him.
If I call him sir, yeah, he'll look at me. Otherwise, he's not looking at me.
I saw him in the clubhouse wearing my gear, waving the bat around.
The last game I had a bad AB, and he told me, hey, kneel down, put a bat on my shoulder, and it's weird, right?
I thought it was a little bit over the top when he came up here and demanded that I do the lineups in Papiamento.
Award bate, tercera base, number 48, Pablo Sandoval. I think your fans would like that.
Maybe not so much the caps he once instituted for Friday night home games. That'd be Friday night, with a K. Granted, the dress code may not fly, but the code of conduct among Muelens' minions has manifested itself beautifully this young season. Giant hitters, no doubt inspired by their erstwhile bench warrior.
When a knight tells you how to hit a curveball, you listen. If I can swing the bat just like he swing his sword, I think I'll be fine.
At AT&T Park, Scott Reese, Comcast Sportsnet.
The Giants built a championship team primarily on homegrown pitching, but you can never have enough arms, and there's no shortage of those in Fresno. One being Heath Hembree, the minor leaguer who is rumored to throw in the triple digits. Jamie Sire profiles the young flamethrower.
Heat from Heath, I guess I could say. Comes as advertised. Swing and a miss.
The ball really jumps out of his hand.
He's mid-90s. Now, I don't know about 100.
Fastball there from Hembree. He's going to flirt with that 95 to 100. Boy, Heath just reared back. Old good country hardball.
Fresno Grizzlies closer Heath Hembree has all the tools associated with being the Giants' closer of the future.
He thinks he's going to get everybody out. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He thinks that, I don't think he's sitting there going, you can't hit my fastball, but he doesn't think they can. I think the makeup is you look at Kane and you look at Bumgarner, and both those guys are from the South. And kind of quiet, low-key guys, but when they get on that mound, you're not messing with them.
I was always the kid that just kind of gripped it and ripped it. I mean, I just let it fly every time out when I was younger. If my adrenaline is not going, then I'm a little worried. If I'm too calm, I always have a little bit of anxiousness and butterflies going. So I just love that part of the game, love that situation, and enjoy throwing in it.
Despite all his impressive statistics, it's his mental approach that's caught the eye of those around him.
He's just calm, consistent. I mean, if you look at him, it seems like nothing phases him, and he just has that presence about him that he's not phased when he struggles or whatever, and he just has the same poise and posture that he has when he's going good or when he's going bad.
He blew a save earlier this year, and then you wouldn't have, he came out, he said, I threw the pitches I wanted to throw. It's something as a closer you've got to be able to do. You kind of have to be able to wipe that stuff off your back and go on to the next day. And I was more impressed with that outing and how he reacted with that than the outings when he's done the job.
It's mental, physical, I mean, it's a little bit of everything. I mean, just kind of fine-tuning everything and just being consistent and being the same pitcher every game out.
Consistency, which has him on the doorstep of the big leagues.
You taste it a little bit, and sometimes you can't help but to think about it, but, I mean, I just try to focus on one day at a time, one game at a time, and just build up my business here.
He seems to be very resilient, and I think he's going to be a guy who's ready to pitch every day. You know, if he's used as a closer, he's used as a late inning guy to start off. You know, I think that he'll handle that. He's going to be one of those guys that's going to be real exciting.
Here are a few more details on the Giants' young star. Born Richard Heath Hembree, he's listed at 6'4", 210 pounds. After playing for College of Charleston, Hembree was selected by the Giants in the 5th round of the 2010 draft. 2011 was a big year for the right-hander as he led the California League with 21 saves, resulting in him being ranked the franchise's 3rd best prospect by MLB.com. Coming up on GMag, Javier Lopez has become a staple in the Giants bullpen over the last 2 years. Next, we find out where his funky delivery began and why, if the Giants need a pinch hitter, he's ready to pick up a bat. Plus, you've seen them shop. Now it's time for Jamie to enter Joe's playing field, the kitchen. And they're cooking up a winner, so don't go anywhere. More GMag is after the break.